high school. I feel like I got a good relationship with my parents, though.
Even though they were separate.
Yeah.
And what about you? Did you grow up in a two-parent household or a single-parent household?
Single parent. I mostly live with my mom, but I also live with my dad a couple of times. So
Man, there's a lot of people who swap it up.
yeah.
What about you? Did you live in two-parent or one-parent household?
I live in a two-parent household with my mother always being the breadwinner. So
Wow, that's
Yeah.
really cool. So
shit.
was your dad more of a stay-at-home dad, or did he work also, but he just didn't make as much as your mom?
right, my dad also worked. He worked for actually Bluebell Ice Cream, delivering groceries, the ice cream to the grocery store. So he always worked very hard, just of course not making as much. But my mom had the degree. And
Who
all
ran the
this.
house?
That's a tough question. I would say my dad, of course, because that's our, growing up in foundation. You have the man of the house, but I got a lot instilled from the both of them.
Okay.
A lot to take away from both. So yeah.
Okay. And what about you? Two-parent household or single-parent household?
I would say single parent household, but at the same time not, because even after school I would go to my dad's. So I lived with my mom, but I would go to my dad's after school. Like my dad taught me how to read before I went to school. How taught me how to write. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that's good. So what about you, man? Two-parent, single-parent?
Yeah, my parents split up when I was about 4 or 5.
Okay. And then, you lived with your mom all the time?
Yeah.
Okay. And what about you, man?
I was raised by my mom.
By your mom? And what about you?
Single parent household, but my grandfather was the father figure.
Okay. All right. Now I want to know, what is your love language? We'll say two of these. Words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. If you had to choose two, which one would it be? We'll start with you, man. Words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, or physical touch.
It's funny because I usually when I'm like Tinder or something, I always ask that. It's like one of my openers.
It's a good thing
What
to
is your
ask
love
for
language?
sure.
Yeah. I think if I had to pick like a top 3, it'd be like physical touch, and then it would be words of affirmation. I need you to gas me up. You know what I'm saying? Just call me sexy, even though I smell like dirt. You know what I'm saying? And then what's the other one?
You do know he said pick one, right?
Yeah, but
No. I told him pick two. I told him pick two.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No,
You
you
go
did.
there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, no, but just to make it quicker, we will just do one though for everybody else. I just did two because I feel like everybody has two. I actually like to think that women have all the same love language and men have all the same one. So this is a good experiment to see who really has what. What's your biggest love language of those 5?
Physical touch.
Physical touch.
Definitely physical touch.
Okay. What about you, man?
Quality time.
Quality time. Okay. That's crazy because that's mine too, but I feel like most people don't. Most guys do not have that. I feel like.
Both of those. You want to know what's crazy is that I just took this test again. I
Oh,
just took it and it came back quality time.
wow.
What was your
They have an
second?
actual test for that.
Yeah, they do online. I need to take it.
I just be making up shit.
Yeah, just what you think.
Yeah.
And then what you think isn't really you. So what about you? Was it words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, or physical touch?
It's crazy because I took the test and all of them was like equal. But I would say
If you had to think about it, what would it be?
probably words of affirmation. I do like tell me I'm beautiful. Just tell me, gas me up. Exactly
wow.
that. Like just
Oh,
tell me
wow.
I'm amazing.
Okay. What about you? What's your what's your love
I really
language?
like a little bit of all, good little balance, but I would say acts of service. I like to just lay back and just be pampered, Bring
Be
me
pampered.
food, bring me this, take me there.
Okay. Wait, we got a donation from Blaze Lightyear, $5. Question for the ladies: should your man be mechanically inclined, or can he just hire someone to fix everything around the house, car, yard? Shout out to squad. Shout out to you, bro. He's actually a badass handyman. So that's a really good question by him.
Hey, let's go ahead and finish this round of the love language first, and then we'll move into that.
Okay,
question.
yeah. So yeah, go ahead. What's your love language, really quick?
My love language is definitely physical touch. You gotta
Physical
live
touch.
in my skin.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you?
My love language is words of affirmation because I grew up without that, so I need it. Like
You need
it's
it
like
more.
almost like give it to me.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So now, what Blaze Lightyear said. Should your man be mechanically inclined, or can he just hire someone to fix everything around the house, the car, yard, and stuff like that? Like, does that matter to y'all with the ladies?
I feel like as long as he's getting it done, why hassle?
Okay. As long as it's getting done. Yeah. Who cares? What about you?
I also agree with her, but I love to see a man do manly things. You gonna fix my car, fix my car.
Yeah, it's a turn on. What about you?
I would definitely say you gotta be Bob the Builder in this motherfucker.
Really?
Yeah,
Man,
that's a must.
Me and him were just discussing this the other day. It's a big turn on, I think. What about you?
I mean, my dad knows how to make furniture, so like I need somebody who knows how to do it all.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Yeah, it's something that humans have done for a long time. So if you're a repair guy, if you're good at figuring shit out, yeah, I
Yeah.
think you're valued, you know. I can't really ask y'all that. I guess I can ask y'all, do you do all those things, or would you pay for it to be done?
Sure, I'm an automated type of guy. I'd rather pay for it to be done. I ain't gonna lie. But it's like whatever you need, just tell me. I'll be like, all right, let me get somebody to get that for you.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
What
I'm
about
not
you,
the
man?
guy.
Are you
I'm knocking it out myself.
you knock it out?
Yeah.
What about you? Do you do it all, or do you pay for it?
No, I'm gonna do it all, man. I'm gonna try to problem solve first.
Okay.
Calling somebody will be the last resort.
Yeah, do it the cheapest way possible.
If I can't do it, then I'll call somebody. Yeah.
Okay. What was your question? Go ahead
I was
and ask
gonna
them.
ask
You
the guys if.
talking to.
Oh, I was gonna ask the guys. Do all of y'all know how to change the tire, change the oil, all of that?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I know how to change a tire. I don't know the rest. Though.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll work on that.
It's not hard. All that stuff is so easy. The
Yeah,
tire's
it
the
is.
biggest one. Like
Yeah.
I think it's really respectful. Or, like it's good. Like if a guy can go and help like somebody else who needs help with their tires
Yeah.
being changed. Like that's a good sign, you know.
Mhm.
Now we're gonna get into the preference. Well, wait. Let me read this one too. Kelly Convas. I hope I said that right. $10. Shout out to my love Lapeef, Jr. Purple Pill. Love the channel. Keep it going. Yeah, man. I really appreciate you, bro. Yeah, I guess some of your viewers are coming in to like.
That's my girl.
Yeah. Oh, that's what's up. So, what was the other Rod? What did Rod ask? I want you to click that one up. Question for the ladies: how important is a decent Instagram page? This is something I debate with all the guys all the time too. Like, is an Instagram page really important to you? Like, have you turned a guy down just because he didn't have one or something?
No.
You're not that worried about it. What about you?
Nah, I don't really be on social media, but I do need to see some pictures of you, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
you just get because then you're a full creep.
yeah. Like,
Yeah,
it can't just be no pictures on there. You like, oh, follow my Instagram.
Oh
like,
yeah, he's not Jeffrey Dahmer or something.
Yeah.
What about you? Does he need to have an Instagram?
I would say your Instagram is important because for me, if I'm checking for you, I don't need to see you with no guns, no drugs, no extra. Like I want you to look like
Normal.
it and normal. Yeah.
You don't want a criminal?
I don't. Yeah, no criminals.
Wow, that's good. What about you? Yeah. If you do you care about an Instagram page at all?
No, I'd rather my man not even have a phone. So.
Oh wow,
wow.
that's like my type of thing for sure. So now I want to know people's preferences. I want to know what y'all are looking for in the opposite sex. Okay. First thing, do you prefer a tradcon relationship or a 50-50 relationship? We'll start with you, man.
What was the first thing you said?
Tradcon, traditionally conservative, like where like guy, full provider, woman stay home, wife kind of thing, or the opposite, 50-50 or something in between.
Shoot, the 50-50 stuff, bro, I think that's dead now, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
What do you mean
Bro,
it's dead?
The 50-50 stuff, bro, like girls are cool with it for a certain amount of time. You know what I'm saying? But after a while, they're gonna be like, hey, bro, like I'm still working 9 to 5. Like, where you at? Give me some of that. So, like, for me, I feel more like in tune with myself if I'm like, yo, like, I got you. If you're in my life, like everything's taken care of.
So, but like, what if like you're not doing everything? Like, say like y'all are renting a house and you're not doing the lawn because the guy who owns the house, the rental house, he's paying for to get the lawn done. What would you do to make up because you're not doing all those physical activities that like a normal guy would be doing outside the house and stuff? Would you try to help her with the laundry or anything else, or do you still expect her to do everything even though you're not doing a lot of physical stuff around the house?
Oh, you're saying like I would have her do stuff for instead of the
Yeah,
people I hire?
well, you're saying 50-50 is dead now. Like
Yeah.
you would never do the 50-50 thing. So you would want to do
Yeah.
traditionally conservative where like she does stuff like she works kind of and like takes care of you and then you take care of her, like you provide for her.
In a way, I don't think it's as black and white as that. I think guys are like macro thinkers and girls like really good at being micro thinkers and like more of like a sense of like if I have a vision in my head, right, and I want to build a big ass building, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking of all the time. I'm not thinking about brushing my teeth, not thinking about cleaning myself. I'm not thinking of making dinner and shit like that. I need a girl beside me who's like really good at the micro stuff, like hey, you are really bad at like putting the shit in the hamper, you know what I'm saying? Let me help you with that, or let me help you make some food in the morning, things like that. Like I need a girl who's like willing to go out of her way to do that stuff for me because that's just sexy to me. That's what stuff I fall in love with, you know what I'm saying? But it's not something she has to do, but it's something that attracts me and makes me want to keep her around because not a lot of girls be doing that nowadays.
Get some extra green flags there. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
Okay. And what about you, man? Are you looking for traditionally conservative or 50-50 or in between?
Man, I'm traditional. I would prefer traditional. When women get to working, man, they get to acting out all masculine, all crazy. I prefer traditional, man.
What if she tells you that she doesn't want to cook? Like, would you pick up on the cooking, but she's gonna do everything else? Would you do just the cooking if you were already a good cook because you've been cooking for 10 years or so?
I would negotiate that.
You would negotiate
Yeah,
it?
I would
Okay.
negotiate
I
it.
just want sometimes I like to see how much can be negotiated.
Yeah.
What about you, man? How's your relationship? Are y'all a mixture of it, or are you more, just tradcon, or just 50-50, or in between?
Traditional.
Traditional?
Traditional. Yeah, and I always said that if your woman works, at least give her the option to work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, don't make it mandatory.
Yeah. Right. So any given time she wants to stop, then she knows that choice is there.
Okay. And then is there any leeway in the relationship? Like, is there some things that maybe some people would say the woman's supposed to do, but you pick up on that thing just to kind of help her out, or not really?
I mean, I've always been a survivor, so if things need to get done, I do it. I ain't gonna sweat it. I'm not like, hey, you didn't do this. If it's something real simple, I do it. But the older you get and the more you learn, I think you have a higher expectation. So she at least got to be able to pull her weight. I say at least about 80%.
Okay.
The other 20%,
Okay.
I take care of.
Okay. All right. And ladies, what are y'all looking for? We'll start with you this time. Are you looking for a traditionally conservative guy or a 50-50 guy that's gonna split everything, or something in the middle?
Well, I grew up looking at the traditional conservative aspect of things, so that's what I kind of want. I mean, I always say myself, I want to be a stay-at-home entrepreneur. I want to have something that if something happened to him tomorrow, we can all fall back on. But at the same time, I don't want to take on responsibility of feeling like I'm the man at the household.
The breadwinner.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about you? Traditionally conservative or 50-50, or in between?
I would say I'm in between, more of like a 60-40, and mainly because I know I'm very independent, of course, because that's how my mom was and always has been. So I don't want a man who's going to try to tell me I have to move a certain way or act a certain way. There's stuff as a woman that I'm just naturally going to do. Like
what? I'm curious.
Like cleaning or like doing laundry. When it comes to kids, that'll be mainly my role. But I just don't want it to be like, oh, you have to stay at home and you have to, I don't want.
What if he doesn't
too
want you going out on
pushy.
girls' nights?
Oh, that's That's not my man. My man gonna be out with me.
Okay.
Oh,
He's
wow.
always gonna be out,
Yeah.
but like what if I
wanna
mean,
dictate terms.
like y'all go
It's
out?
not a girls' night.
Is
Though.
that, like, how often would y'all be going out?
I would say I'm very outgoing.
So no girls' nights though. You're never gonna go out
No,
with
I
your
would
girls.
definitely have girls' night,
Oh,
and he can
no.
have his guys'
That's
night
different.
too.
Oh,
Sometimes.
no.
but-
So girls' night, that means like the guy staying at home while you out with your friends.
But what's wrong with that?
Yeah, what is
It's a
wrong
lot
with
wrong
that?
with
Explain, guys.
Yeah,
why
I
is that
mean, what's wrong with
bothersome?
that?
I mean, I don't. My personal feelings is like I understand you can do what you want to do type shit, but like for me, I'm a very like I'm a porn hubber, bro. I'm thinking about sex 24/7. I'm thinking about sex right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about fucking. So like me, when I hear girls like, yo, I'm going out to the club, and she's telling me, oh, this guy tried to buy me a drink.
You know what happens at the
Said
club.
no, whatever. I'm thinking like at some point, like, yo, whose dick did you suck at the club? You know what I'm saying? Like, did you suck a dick? Did you? I'm thinking about it maybe possibly happening.
That's a personal
like,
problem.
You're like always living in that porno mindset.
That's a personal problem.
Why
But
do you-
I think a lot of guys experience that as
I
well.
don't know. I wouldn't want a guy who thinks like that while I'm away. 'Cause
But
that means
why
you don't
would-
trust me.
why would you want to go to the club if you had a dude?
Why wouldn't I want to go to the club if I had a dude or if I didn't have a dude? Why wouldn't he want to go to the club if he didn't? Why wouldn't he go on a guy strip if he had a girl? Like
To hang out with his
what's the
homies.
Exactly, like I can hang out with my homegirls if you trust me.
But
What's
why
the
would
problem?
you gotta hang out with your homegirls at the club?
What's
though?
the problem with the club? You
Because
can meet
people go there
anybody
for
anywhere.
people go there for a couple specific reasons.
Right, and I'm going out there to hang out with my homegirls. That's the only reason. So
So if I put limitations on you, say, hey, you be with me, you can't do that.
I won't be with you.
All right.
I wouldn't want nobody to make me feel like I can't do stuff that I feel like that I did before I was dealing with you.
Would you understand why I would ask you that though?
No, I could understand that, but because I know my mindset and what I'm doing and why I'm going there, I feel like you should trust me enough. If you know me,
It's not that I don't trust you.
uh-huh,
It's I don't trust them.
right, but I'm gonna respect myself and politely decline.
It doesn't matter. They're them. They're
Right.
the guys go there for a couple reasons.
Right,
I don't want my woman in that piranha environment. If I
right.
told you, hey, don't go jump in the pool full of blood.
Mhm.
You going
Okay,
I'm gonna do
this
it
the
anyway because I
thing.
feel like it.
This
Like
the
that doesn't
thing.
make sense to me.
I can halfway agree with you because I'm not a girl who likes to go out in that
but she
atmosphere.
does though.
And I know I'm friends with her, so I know. I don't naturally just love to just want to go out in that atmosphere. I'm more of a person who likes to travel
Mhm.
anyways. But if I am in an instance where I do want to go out and I start to go out more frequently and it does bother you, I will take that in consideration. But I also want you to understand where I'm coming from and trust me and knowing that I'm not, because even now as a single woman, it's not too many men who come up to me and just talk to me any type of way or just come at me any type of way because I feel like I carry myself a certain way.
And I
Makes
feel
sense.
like I'm a type of like compromise kind of person. So if you're my man and you're like, hey, I don't want you out in the clubs, da da da, you know, we're married, whatever. Okay, we're gonna bring the party to the house. Like I just like to have a good time. So we need a drink. I want to dance.
I'm
Like
with you
we can
on
have
100%.
a, you
She gonna
know,
shake that ass at
I'm,
home.
yeah,
100%.
I'm here for it. As long
Like,
as we
look,
having a good time.
I just don't want my chick going to a nightclub in a small dress where there's a bunch of ballers and gangsters and thugs and scammers.
Right.
It's like, why do you don't need to be in that environment if you're my
Right.
woman? Like, why
Right.
would you even do that? Like,
Right.
yeah.
The thing that makes me feel more secure about it is the fact that I understand that, you know, you guys are masters of saying no to niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you were talking earlier about like how you'll give a dude your number every time,
Yeah.
but like you'll block it right away or
Right-
something
right
like
away.
that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But I also know there might be that nigga you might unblock. You know
No,
what I'm
it's
saying?
no unblocking.
But so let's say I want to actually tell a story real quick. I want you all to get your opinion. Okay, so I'm in a situation with this chick. She moved from Minnesota, and she was traveling down to Arizona, but she like hit different spots with her friend, right?
Mhm.
So like she was telling me a story like, yeah, we went to the club and with these people we met on Facebook, and like my friend was really feeling this guy, and like so we all hung out at the guy's house. And I wasn't really feeling the guy. He was trying to talk to me, and the girl, she was kind of feeling the guy, but we, slept at their house all night, and then it kept continuing. So for me, I'm thinking in my head, I'm assuming, hey, you fucked those niggas.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? I'm not gonna press it because it's a situationship. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. But like at the end of the day, it's like that's what I'm thinking. So I think most guys, especially if you're in a relationship, that's even worse. You know what I'm saying? So my point is like, what do you guys think about like that situation precisely? Do you think a guy would be way out of line to be like, hey, bro, that's kind of fucked up. I don't want any girl doing any club shit like that if you're going to dude's house after the club?
That's beyond me.
Yeah, that's
Why would you even
unacceptable.
put yourself in that position? That's an absolutely no. Mm-mm.
So like I want to know like so you like obviously you think that if he's going out you need to be going out too, right?
No.
Like like if he's going out all the time, like to be fair, do you think that women should be going out at the exact same rate basically? Like if
I
you're
mean, I feel like it shouldn't be like a tit for tat thing.
Thank you.
I just feel like if y'all feel like it, y'all feel like it. But even with the aspect of now that I'm putting in consideration what you said, I would want to go out with my man.